The UK is bracing for more bad weather today, with yellow weather warnings issued across the country. It comes days after Storm Gerrit brought heavy rain. Well, in Kent, flooding has been so severe that water has submerged part of the railway track, leading to a reduced service in and out of London's St Pancras International. Well, travel expert Simon Calder is at St Pancras in central London for us this morning, and Sky meteorologist Joe Wheeler is in Lincolnshire. And Joe, we'll come to you in just a moment, but first, Simon, to you first. So what's happened?
I'm afraid there are tens of thousands of passengers turning up here at London St Pancras International who are finding out they are going nowhere. Let me explain what's happened. There is the UK's only high-speed line, runs from here to Ebbsfleet in Kent and then further on to Ashford. In order to get across the Thames, it has to dive beneath a tunnel. And that got flooded yesterday afternoon. They've been working on it. Some services were delayed last night, but at 4 o'clock this morning, they took the decision they could run no trains through that at all. As a result, we have seen at least 20 Eurostar trains cancelled to and from Paris, Amsterdam and Brussels. That means that, unfortunately, it's around about 16,000 people who've just been told, sorry, you're not going anywhere. And furthermore, you are not going to be able to get on a train in standard class for the rest of the day. Many, many desperate people here, paying hundreds of pounds, some of them for flights. Others are planning to get the bus, and families who are heading for Disney. Well, one of those told me that they were heading home to get the car and going to try to drive and get either a Eurotunnel or a ferry across the channel.
Taking the kids to Disneyland, and unfortunately we just got told it got cancelled at the last minute, and now we're going to try to drive to the shuttle and see if that works.
Oh, well, Simon, it sounds like a lot of frustrated people there today. Let's find out what the broader picture is. And, Joe, yellow weather warnings in place. Give us all the details.
Well, as we just heard, there is flooding in the tunnels in London at the moment. And, of course, we had travel disruption from Storm Gerrit the other day. The current storm, the one that's incoming, is arriving in very similar circumstances. A lot of cold air over Scotland, milder further south, another area of low pressure, which, when the rain meets up with the cold air, turns to snow over the higher ground. We've already seen snow overnight with parts of Ireland, now into southwestern parts of Scotland, northwestern parts of England. So, I mean, any snow obviously is going to cause a bit of a problem when it comes to travelling. But along with that, we've got the rain as well. Another 2 inches of rain coming on the heels of Storm Gerrit. So where we've had flooding, the ground is saturated. And so any further rainfall at all is going to cause some problems. And along with that, we've got the strong winds as well. Those winds gusting at times up to 60, 65 miles per hour in the strongest areas. And of course, there's a lot of people on the roads at the moment travelling to see friends and family who perhaps don't drive very far, very often through the rest of the year. A huge amount of traffic, people unaccustomed to travelling, not only at this time of year, but also in conditions like this, really very difficult. And then tonight, we get another area of squally rain pushing its way across central and southern parts of England, with winds which could give cause for some tornadoes.
Joe, thanks very much indeed for all that information. And Simon Calder, thanks so much for joining us there from St Pancras as well.